that you may have regarding this project.
Good time for questions. Maybe applicant or staff. Okay. We don't have any.
Thank you.
I would wait. Yeah, we can wait until she gets back. She will hopefully hurry. While we're waiting for Commissioner Lavella to return, if there's any member of the public, this is not a public hearing, but if there's any comments, please feel free to come forward. Welcome back. We just brief through the staff report as well as the applicant agreeing with everything that staff has recommended. Didn't have anything specific, but if there's any questions you might like to ask either staff or the applicant, we hold off to wait for you. Thank you.
Yeah. We'll make a motion to approve the final development plan for Nottingham Village SDP 14-03, subject to conditions 1 through 4.
Second.
We have a motion made by Gilmore with a second by Barber approving the final development plan for Nottingham Village SDP 14-03, subject to the following conditions 1 through 4. All those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries with all in favor. New business item number 3. SP-14-04, final plat for Shane's Crossing, second plat. Consider a final plat for Shane's Crossing, second plat, a replat of an existing 36.9 acre commercial plat located at the southwest corner of West 188th Street and South Gardner Road, submitted by Jamie McDonald of Zimmerman Properties, contract purchaser, and on behalf of Gardner 188 LLC, property owner of record.
This one piggybacks on the last item. Again, we're looking at property bound by 191st Street, 188th Street, and South Gardner Road. This is more of a big picture item. The original plat, Shane's Crossing, actually includes the 2 lots on the north side of 188th Street. The replatted portion, what you have before you tonight, does not include those 2 lots. It only includes the property outlined in red. Just to give you this, I know it's kind of hard to see, but this is the proposed replat. Just to point out some things, it's a 8-lot, 1-tract portion of an existing plat. Lot 1 is the lot that is proposed to contain Nottingham Village, which you just saw. The remainder of the lots would be identified and are zoned for future commercial development. Tract A down at the bottom, that is identified for stormwater detention for the project. And this is the current location approximately of 191st Street as part of this plat. 191st Street would be realigned to connect to 188th Street. Staff is preparing to start a transportation plan for this area expanded. to look at the street and road network. In the past, there have been some plans to have a street connect 188th Street and 191st Street just to the west of this development. Those plans were initially started with a small amount of dedicated right-of-way, and then the plans abandoned later with the approved project of Marvin's Toe, which is along 191st Street, and Sprayer Specialties. With the approval of those projects, the proposed street alignment cannot be implemented. Staff is looking at studying this area, larger area, for an appropriate street layout connectivity between 188th Street, 191st Street, and such. In the future, KDOT has looked at improvements to the interstate intersection just south of here, and that would potentially include adding some medians to Gardner Road, and would include potentially closing off full access along 91st Street, connecting at Gardner Road and relocating that north. Whether 191st Street as that intersection is today remains as a right-in, right-out, some sort of small turnaround access to the existing business, that will be part of the study. So that's all something we're looking into. Currently, the access to 191st Street and the on-ramps is considered too close. So that's something that needs to be addressed. Additionally, as part of this plat, an excess easement is proposed between lots 5, 6, 7, and 8. This would allow access to those properties to the east along Gardner Road, not from Gardner Road, but from 191st Street. This plat does not propose any direct access to Gardner Road. Staff does recommend approval of the final plat and recommends forwarding the plat to City Council with a recommendation to accept dedication of easements and right-of-ways following with the following condition: that prior to recording of the plat, the conditions of the rezoning related to Nottingham Village, which is Z1401, shall be satisfied in the associated ordinance published.
Do we have anything from the applicant this evening?
Again, Michael Osborne, Call Valley Engineering, 14700 West 114th Terrace, Lenexa, Kansas, representing Zimmerman Investments. Again, I have James McDonald with me, who is direct representative of theirs, and they are actually representing 188 partners who are the ultimate owners of the balance of this plat, other than the 5 acres which will be ultimately set aside for the Nottingham Village. As we brought Nottingham Village forward and working with staff, the question became, how do we get from 191st Street to 188th Street, basically? And there was obviously several plans in the past, most of which are not valid to be done due to other developments that have occurred. In working through this project, we've worked with staff and the current landowners and came up with a plan that's in front of you tonight, which would dedicate the 60-foot of right-of-way, creating the connection of 191st Street to 188th Street. That's predominantly the purpose of this plat, and then to rearrange the lots accordingly to make it fit with said connection going through the property itself, and then also making the 5-acre tract for Nottingham Village a defined plat. So with the filing of this plat, that meets the requirements of the ordinance for rezoning. So it's kind of a chicken and egg. While this says we shall meet it, the filing of this plat meets it. So ultimately, this brings both together and allows the Nottingham Village project to proceed forward. We agree with the condition outlined in the staff requirements, and again, I would be here for any questions that anybody has regarding this plat.